Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Bill Potter, your host, as we are talking with Lisa Wilson. She is the Youth Development Educator for Dubois County 4-H, or
That's right.
Purdue Extension, I guess
That's
I
right.
should say. Hello, Lisa.
Hi, how's it going?
Great.
Good.
We have some exciting things to talk about.
We
One is a
do.
fundraiser
Yes.
that's really important, but you need to take some action right away.
Right away. Yes, we have our 4-H pork chop dinner and silent auction for our baskets coming up here on February the 22nd. It's a big fundraiser for us. It's what helps to keep our costs low to our 4-Hers throughout the year and helps us to not have to charge sometimes nothing for our programs or very little for our programs. So hopefully we can get some people out for that.
Okay, so it's a pork chop dinner.
It is.
Do you know what you get? Pork chop.
Pork
Obviously
chop,
a pork chop.
Potatoes and green beans, I believe, is coming in. So
Is this dine in only or carry out? Either way.
you can dine in. We'd like you to dine in and have some time to hang out with everybody. But if that's not an option for you, you can certainly come in, pick up your dinners, and take them home.
Okay, now this dinner is on Saturday the 22nd.
Yes.
Okay, but you need to get tickets sold now,
Yeah,
like in the next few days.
Yes.
Because you got to have numbers.
Yes, we've got to have numbers. We need to know how many pork chops we need to get and things like that, so that we don't obviously over purchase or under purchase by a large amount. So we need to get those tickets ordered by Friday.
Do you know who's cooking the pork chops?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, we're just going to say it's going to be good.
It's going
I'm
to be
sure.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is it?
So it's $12 for an adult ticket. We do have children's tickets available for $5. I think they get a hot dog or something. Most of the children have not been interested in that. They want the pork chop, you know.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So the adult tickets are $12. We do have an option where you can buy a table of 6. If you have a larger family or a business or something that would like to buy a table of 6, it's $65. So you get a little deal on that whenever you order, whenever you get a table.
So if you want to eat there, you
Yep.
can,
Yep.
And that's at the Clover Pavilion.
That's exactly right. It's at the Clover Pavilion. Starts at 5:30. And then the meal will be served at 6, so you'll have a little bit of time to peruse the baskets for the silent auction and such.
And the you don't have to be there for the basket, right? I could come in, pick up my meals, make a bid, and then leave.
You could
right?
totally do that.
Just hopefully
You could come
bid
in-
high, bid to buy.
Yeah, bid high, because you never know. You know, those people that are staying for the meal, they might be waiting until that very end. So if you come in and you just pick up your meals, you'll want to bid high.
What kind of baskets do we have?
You know, I am not in charge of
Okay,
getting
you know the
those all
basket.
picked up.
You're just
so
in charge
I
of
don't
letting
know.
people know about it, right?
But I have heard some whispers of some really great things, so I know I'm going to be there bidding on some,
So these are baskets with things in it,
Yeah.
and then you just like maybe has a $50 value, and you place a bid
Yep.
on a little piece of paper right in
so
front of it.
there are baskets of all different values coming in. Our 4-H clubs actually all each get together and make a basket with a theme to it, so those will be there. And then we also have baskets that have been donated and items that have been donated by businesses and individuals here in our community.
And I'm assuming that if somebody doesn't get the pork chop dinners, but they still could come in and bid on those, those baskets.
So I told Ty this morning, if the pork chop doesn't sound good to you, or you're not a pork chop person, I mean, I don't know
Who isn't?
who's not a pork chop person, but if you're not a pork chop person, you still want to help support the 4-H program, please stop by on February the 22nd and come in and check out that silent auction that's going on. We also just accept donations. So if you're like, hey, I don't want a pork chop and I really am not interested in the basket, I just want to give, a $10, $25, $50 donation or whatever, we'll accept that. Anything that can help support our young 4-Hers here in the county.
Now you need to sell the tickets now. So if somebody wants a ticket, what do they do?
If you want a ticket, you need to call the Purdue Extension office now. It's 812-482-1782, or stop by during our open office hours from 8 to 4 every day this week.
Okay. And this
on
is
Friday, we kind of need to shut down the ticket sales so we can get our counts in. Yeah.
And this is the 4-H Council that's putting this on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the 4-H Council is putting this on. The 4-H Council is who takes care of our funding for the entire 4-H program here in Dubois County.
Now let's talk about some events that are coming up for kids that are interested in 4-H programs or non-4-Hers. This is a program you can take part in.
Exactly. So we have a couple of programs coming up. I know I've been on with you a couple times and we've been talking about 4-H Spark Clubs. And so these are a couple of new 4-H Spark Clubs we have coming up here in the spring. On March the 14th, they actually have the opportunity to come hang out with you.
That's right.
I know.
Actually, what they do is they get to do this show.
They get to do this show.
Let them record one of these shows.
So Any youth that's grades 6 through 12 and they're interested in radio or television broadcasting, they get to come here to the DC Broadcasting team and learn all about lights, camera, action, and the radio and how that all looks behind the scenes. And then, maybe see if that's a career they're interested in.
Yes.
Because last year we had a 4-H'er that was interested in that, and she actually works here now, right?
She is one of our part-time people that does some great work.
Exactly, and she loves it. So you just might find that you're interested in it so much that you you might look at that as a career in the future.
And what's unique about this is Dubois and Spencer counties working together for this.
Yeah. So 2 counties kind of get together, and you might get to meet some new youth. You meet some new friends along the way too. So you can sign up for that.
Okay. For this one and the one we're about to mention, if you're a 4-H member, you've already paid the fee, the registration fee, so to speak, for this.
Exactly. Okay. So if you're already a 4-H member and you're an active 4-H member, this is free and available to you. If you are not a 4-H member and you don't really intend on being in the full-fledged 4-H program, you can still sign up for this and just do this activity. If media is something you're interested in, you can just sign up, be a part of 4-H that day, and just do that.
Okay, and then what is the other one? Which I think this one I think is a neat one.
Yeah.
Not that ours is not a neat one, but this was a neat one.
So we're going to have a babysitting spark club coming up here on March the 24th, which is during spring break. It's going to be held at the Fernan Public Library from 9 to 3. And whenever the youth come, they need to be at least grades 5 through 12, because that's the age group where they can kind of start staying at home alone. But a babysitting spark club. So we're going to be talking about child development, what age group youth you're taking care of, or even about yourself and what your needs are. Safety when you're at home alone, or you're when someone else is home, how to be safe in that instance. Basic first aid in case something should happen, and troubleshooting with the child you're working with, what certain age groups eat and play with, and that sort of thing. So, and then also about running a babysitting business. We've got a lot of youth that kind of run a babysitting business through their junior high and high school years, and how to make that profitable and how to work with the families that you're working with.
That's a neat little program.
Yeah.
Both of these are a Saturday,
yeah.
So it's an all-day, 9
Well, the
a.m.
babysitting spark club is on a Tuesday.
Oh, that's right, during spring break. Yeah. But it's all day, all in one day.
Yep.
If somebody wants to do a spark plug, let's say that we have a mechanic out there that says, I'd like to teach kids how to work on cars.
Yeah. We would love that.
If they want to do that, they can either do it in a series of nights, or they can do it all in one day.
Right. Yeah. So if you have a skill of any kind, it doesn't have to be one you would traditionally think of as 4-H, like mechanics, for example, or aeronautics, I don't know, engineering, any of those things. If you have a skill or a craft that you would like to share with youth in our community so that your craft can continue to grow, just give me a call. It's 812-482-1782, or you can email me at lisawilson1@purdue.edu, and we can get a Spark Club set up so that we can teach our youth in the community about your skill.
And on any of the things we talked about, the pork chop dinner, the Media Spark Club, or the Babysitting Spark Club, they can contact you at the regular office, which is 482-1782.
You're right.
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to add? Oh, I would like to ask you. I know that in mid-January, that's kind of like when 4-H enrollment ended, but it really didn't.
It really didn't. So what that 4-H enrollment deadline basically means is that's our targeted deadline. So we start sending out a lot of really important information after that January 15th deadline, and we'd really like to have you enrolled by January 15th so you don't miss out on any of the 4-H program. But we have youth that enroll in the 4-H program all year long, and you can enroll at any time, even if you've missed that January 15th deadline. Actually, I just had a girl enroll this morning, so yeah.
So, and all they should do is contact your office.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Lisa, anything else?
I don't think so.
I think we've covered a lot of things. The important thing right now is get some pork chop dinner tickets right now, because the 22nd is that night at the Clover Pavilion. What time does that start?
It starts at 5:30.
And what time is the silent auction on that?
5:30. I don't know when they're going to close it. Probably at the end of the meal, whenever that is. So.
Okay, so go in, bid high, bid to buy.
Yeah.
But a great pork chop dinner, only $12, and then there's special prices for kids, or if you have a group. And then the Media Spark Club, sign up for those. Contact Lisa.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, Lisa, thank you very much. Thank you for watching 18 WJTS Inform. Our guest has been Lisa Wilson. She is the Youth Development Educator for Purdue Extension in Dubois County. Thank you for watching. We're local people watching local people.